Yo, what is up, YouTube? What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing out there today, man? Welcome back, welcome back. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, man. So we're back here with the reaction. Gonna be checking out for the first time some Sammy Davis Jr., man, Mr. Bojangles. All right, we're gonna be checking out Mr. Bojangles. This one here is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee, so thank you so much for the donation request. Really appreciate that, man. We're gonna be checking this one out. It says, I want to suggest checking out Sammy Davis Jr. doing Mr. Bojangles. There's a 1985 live version that seems wild to me that he was alive in our lifetime and still entertaining. Probably not your typical go-to music, but it's a part of the music, the fun music journey. Yes, man, and the journey is what I'm here for, man. So thank you so much. I created this journey for myself, man, seeing other reactors, enjoying watching them react to some of my favorite music and saying, dude, I want to do that. But I want to find my love for music again because when I started this channel, man, I didn't listen to the radio. I rarely ever put on songs that I actually grew up liking. Like I just wasn't in tune with music anymore, and I'd spend a lot of my time in the car listening to podcasts or listening to sports radio. Totally kind of cut off music from my life. And exploration. So this channel is definitely about the journey, man. It was about reopening my eyes, giving music another chance, and going down avenues that I was very unfamiliar with and hoping that I could find stuff I love, and it's been very successful. So thank you guys so much for all the suggestions, man. I tapped into so much good music, and I've shared music with my wife, my kids, with my brother, with my friends on that I game with and stuff. So it's been really cool being able to share the stuff as well. So thank you. Sorry for the little ramble, but thank you. So let's go ahead and check this one out, man. This is Sammy Davis Jr., Mr. Bojangles, live in Germany, 1985. I think there were quite a few live versions in 1985, so I went with, I think this is the most popular one, hoping that that was the correct one. If you guys ever want to leave me a link, though, you could leave a link when you donate, so I can go directly to the one you're seeking as well. So here we go, man. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Oh, chick, chick, oh, chick, chick. This song, I could not do a show without including this song. I certainly wouldn't do a show here without including it. It's very special to me.
This is real soft-spoken and nice. I like that.
I knew a man, Bojangles, and he danced for you in worn out shoes, silver hair, ragged shirt, baggy pants. He would do the old soft shoe. He could jump so high, jump so high. And then he lightly touched down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was down and out. He looked to me to be the very eyes of age. As he spoke right out,
Background.
talked of life, talked of life, laughed, slapped his leg a step. He said his name was Bojangles, then he danced a lick. Right across the cell, grab his pants, take a better stance, jump up high. That's when he'd click his heels, then he'd let go that laugh. Lord, 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 he'd let go a laugh, shake back his clothes all around. That was Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, the man could dance. Told me other times he worked with minstrel shows, traveling throughout the South. Spoke with tears of 15 years how his dog and he, they would travel about. But his dog up and died. The dog just got old and died. And after 20 years he still breathed.
After 20 years, he still breathes.
He said, I dance now at every chance in honky-tonks. For my drinks and tips, but most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit. Then he shook his head. I could swear I heard someone say please. That's Mr. Bojangles. Call him Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, 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 dance.
Beautiful story song right now.
I'm Mr. Bojangles. Bojangles dance. Oh, won't you come back and dance? Please, Bojangles, we need to see you dance again. Mr. Bo, Mr. Bo, Mr. Bojangles.
Wow, leaves a lot of mystery. Leaves a lot of mystery about Mr. Bojangles. Man. Sammy and the band. That music was great. Sammy. Dude, that was special.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. You have been a beautiful, wonderful artist. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was special, and Sammy seems like he has such an authentic, beautiful spirit, man, honestly. I knew from the moment he introduced himself, he was soft-spoken, and you could tell very humble and very kind, it seems. And it was nice. It was nice to see that, and immediately it just puts you in on the right foot. You like him. You're intrigued by the story. He goes on to tell this story. He's behind the cell, locked up, and the gentleman he's locked up with is relatively nice fellow as well. Likes to dance, right? And he's there sharing a little bit about his life story. And I think the story about his dog is a story about his life, I feel like, because it makes you feel, man, he's such a nice guy. Why is he locked up, right? Why is he here? He wants to dance and stuff. And he shares a part of loss with you, but I feel like that story of loss is a continuing story throughout Mr. Bojangles' life. It's a story of loss and loss and loss. And maybe he drinks and maybe he dances to forget the pain and to wash away the pain. But fighting against that pain finds him here, right? Because he likes to drink a little bit, he says. But I feel like maybe that drinking's running from the pain and he's just a good guy. But the law being the law, and maybe, you know, the time is being the time, people come after him. And he's locked up once again. But he continues to have a good heart back there, and just looking forward to getting out again and having a little dance and a little drink again. And the story is nice. The story is nice. Man, Sammy, good stuff, man. This is a great request. Thank you for this one. All right, so diving a little bit in on Mr. Bojangles, it looks like there's an original out here that was released in, I want to say 1970, huh? So let's read a little bit. It says Mr. Bojangles is a song written and originally recorded by American country music artist Jerry Jeff Walker for his 1968 album of the same title. It has since been recorded by other artists, most notably the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band in 1969. So you've got that going on, but if we scroll down right here, it says Sammy Davis Jr. The song became one of Sammy Davis Jr.'s signature performances, which he recorded for his 1972 album, Portrait of Sammy Davis Jr., and sang at President Richard Nixon's invitation at a concert at the White House the following year. So I would have loved to know, at the beginning, Sammy says that this song is very special to him, holds it like very dear. And I want to know, I wish I had some more idea on why that was, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe it was just one of his favorite songs. Maybe it helped him get through hard times. Maybe the story connects with him with the story he knew of somebody in his lifetime, which that kind of did to me. I knew this, unfortunately, he was an alcoholic, but he was an alcoholic, and I worked with him. He was a functioning alcoholic, man. He was able to make it to work every day. He was able to do the job. But he was always drunk. You can smell it on his breath. He would often ask you if you could take him to the store. He'd go buy some alcohol. I had to pick him up for work one day and drive him in. His truck wasn't working, and on the way in, he's just boop, and that's how he functioned, man. That's how he got around. And I've always believed when there's stuff like that, there's something under the surface, man. There's a whole story that led to where they are today, and I didn't know it. But I just know that when there's a substance abuse, there's usually a bad story behind it, right? People don't always find their way into addiction just from a friend showing them a new drug and then they get hooked. A lot of times, people that are hooked on this kind of stuff, there's some pain under there. There's some suffering under there. So I'm just wondering, did Sammy connect to this because he knew people who went through pain and suffering? Did he go through pain and suffering and this song helped him? Maybe so, right? Could be. So a little bit about the story. It says Walker said he was inspired to write the song after an encounter with a street performer in a New Orleans jail. While in jail for public intoxication in 1965, he met a homeless man who called himself Mr. Bojangles to conceal his true identity from the police. Mr. Bojangles had been arrested as part of a police sweep of indigent people that was carried out following a high-profile murder. The two men and others in the cell chatted about all manner of things, but when Mr. Bojangles told a story about his performing dog who was killed by a car, the mood in the room turned heavy. Someone else in the cell asked for something to lighten the mood, and Mr. Bojangles obliged with a tap dance. The homeless Mr. Bojangles, who was white, had taken his pseudonym from Bill Bojangles Robinson, a black entertainer. So that's good, man. There you go. It's a real story, right? This is a real story. He's locked up, and you've got this guy out there. He told a story about his dog, brought the mood down. Somebody wanted to light it up, and the same gentleman who shared a story that brought everybody down picked everybody back up. He's a homeless man. He's entertaining. He's fun. He's lighthearted. So the story is really telling the tale. But like I said, man, it sounds like it's probably an occurrence of events that led to him getting homeless. He's probably taking loss after loss that got him to that point, but look at that, his spirit can't be denied, right? So we've got a little bit about Sammy Davis Jr. right here, man. Born Samuel George Davis Jr. in 1925 in New York City. He passed away in 1990 at the age of 64. Rest in peace, Mr. Sammy Davis. His occupations were singer, actor, comedian, and dancer. So he actually played some instruments as well, man. He does vocals, pianos, drums, vibraphone, and trombone, okay? He's been with multiple labels, and it says formerly of the Rat Pack. I've heard a little bit about the Rat Pack. I've done some Sinatra, but I do need to get back into this style of music right here, and I don't know if that's what it says, any genres. Yeah, so the genres you can say take place in this is traditional pop, big band, jazz, easy listening, show tune, swing, and blues, man. And this was just a great great song. So thank you for the donation request, man. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this reaction. Really appreciate it, man. Look forward to getting back into some more Sammy Davis. That was a special performance. That was a really nice performance right here, and really special character Sammy was. So thank you guys for this one. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe. Check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation requests. All amazing ways to support me, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.